Hello world, I'm Chris Pirillo, and you're watching another live edition of the LockerGnome Daily Report, or TLDR for short, your daily dose of geek news, product views, and answers that you can use, like an answer to the question, Chris, when are you really going to start podcasting again? And the answer is, I kind of started. I recorded a podcast this morning. It was an hour long. I took all the questions that many of you asked last Friday that I couldn't get to in the open Facebook thread and addressed them in a podcast. And so what my plan is for the podcast is I'll do it every week. I'll upload it to my SoundCloud account. You can get it in iTunes or any kind of podcast mechanism. And it'll be unique. What I'm going to do, however, is give the podcast or let people listen to the podcast at a certain Supernomies level, a certain patron level. I think someone suggested 10, and I think that's fine. So if you're at the $10 or higher patron pledge level, you get all sorts of bonuses, including listening to the podcast a week ahead of time. Everybody else, stay tuned. It'll be available a week later. So you're not missing out on anything. It's just that you get priority. Because without the 925, am I ever going to find 1,000 of you? Without the 925 Supernomies, my patrons, I wouldn't have done the podcast. I wouldn't be doing this live broadcast. I wouldn't be able to pay John, Kat, Bob. Yeah, it's more than just me. I wouldn't be able to roll forward with a lot of the projects that I do. So thank you for the 925 Supernomies for your support. Stay tuned for that. Subscribe to my SoundCloud account if you haven't. Look for me in podcasting in iTunes. Although some things aren't working exactly right. My cover art apparently is not... it's not working properly. I did a lot of broadcasting this weekend. Did the live Geek Out with Barnacles, Nerdgasm, Clara, and Basher. That's right, I had one of the world's biggest Minecrafters here in the house. He'll be in the Pirillo vlog in a couple of days, and it was a lot of fun to do. Actually, my plan is I gotta figure out like how to do it, but I would love to geek out about Star Wars alone, just Star Wars with Basher. I think he might be up for it because he loves Star Wars about as much as I do, if not more. Like, we're both huge Star Wars fans. So, maybe. I haven't even told him that. I'm just throwing it out there live on the internet, and I haven't even talked to Basher. Sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. If I'm rude, it's because I'm feeling a little agitated-y today. Someone really kind of upset me, and I'm doing my best not to let that take control of my life, but it seems to have taken control of my life. Someone got upset because, we put, we're Baby Jedi is now a part of the thumbnails in our daily vlogs. They're upset. And I'm like, really? Can you not find, like, more important things to be upset about in this world? He apparently used to like my videos. I'm like, well, get in line. I don't know what to tell you. I can't change my life to make people happy. But hopefully you're happy. As long as that happiness does not come at the cost of anybody else's happiness. And I can tell you, I am thrilled to death to not get a phone call in the middle of this broadcast. Thrilled to death that I was able to go to BrickCon this weekend. That will be really a healthy part of the vlog here in a couple days. Recorded quite a few adult fan of Lego sets, and this is a gift from my friends Jasmine and Slav. Nice, huh? Darth Vader notebook and a 3D notebook. I don't know what makes it 3D, but I guess it is kind of 3D-ish. It's nice. Thank you, Jasmine and Slav. I will add it to the collection. Have a few things to unbox today, including... what could this be? I can tell you, it's an Order 66. That was what was on the box, 66. Order 66. I'm about to execute Order 66 live on the internet. I'll do that. I'm also planning on unboxing these, finally. My Little Bits. Am I holding it the right way? There we go. Little Bits. I'm gonna unbox this kit today. Very excited for these, if only because I'm not really an electrical engineer, don't plan on being one, but I could make different things with these little bits. I just plug them together and suddenly create something that wasn't created before. That's cool. And it's easy, and it's clean, and I like that. Anything that's easy and clean, I like. Even though I'm not clean right now, just so you know, I did not have time to shower. I recorded the podcast for everybody, and then went out to get a gallon of milk for Diana, and that was it. I haven't even had a chance to spend a lot of time with my daughter today, but I do plan on doing that later. She calms me down because she's just so calm. Usually, sometimes she gets agitated. Me, I get a different kind of agitation. I get like a nerd rage type of agitation. And it was a nerd who upset me. So it's like he passed on his nerd rage to me. That's how it goes. So I'm going to stop that right now and smile. Okay, that wasn't a real smile. I'll get to a real smile at some point in the broadcast. Right now, I'm still in kind of agitated mode. But then when I smile, then it's your responsibility to smile back or smile at somebody else. And we spread the smiles instead of the rudeness and entitlement that seems to be replete throughout the internet. Let me go ahead and tell everybody, once again, thank you for tuning in, as well as telling you about one of our supporters, Citrix, because managing your company's IT support needs can be challenging, especially when you have remote or mobile employees. That's why I highly recommend Citrix GoToAssist, the #1 global market leader in remote support. I also recommend Mario caps and Magneto hoodies. It's really a good product. It's easy to use. Told you I love easy. It's clean. It doesn't have to shower though. It's software. It's cloud-based remote support solution allows you and your IT team to solve problems faster. And if you sign up for GoToAssist before October 10th, see today, October 6th, you'll get another Citrix product of your choice free for 6 months. There you go. You got a choice. You can choose another product. 6 months free. Love it. So it's easy. This is how it works. GoToAssist remote support lets you provide live and unattended remote support to any computer or mobile device, screen share to diagnose and fix problems faster and more effectively, and use GoToAssist apps to easily deliver support anytime, anywhere. If your business is in supporting PCs and computers in general, or even Macs and PCs, or mobile devices, GoToAssist is about the simplest tool you're going to find to make your business run more smoothly. And if you work in IT, I want you to try GoToAssist. Sign up for GoToAssist today. Get another Citrix tool free for 6 months. Visit GoToAssist.com and get started. But do not wait. The special offer ends October 10th. Visit GoToAssist.com to sign up and receive this special offer today. You know what they need? They need something that keeps my glasses in position, because when I start getting hot and sweaty, that's what my glasses. How would you like to smell a sweaty Chris? You wouldn't. Really, that's the answer to that question. You don't want to smell a sweaty Chris. Not a. Diana thinks that I don't stink. That's what she believes. Who am I to argue with that? Oh, huge news. I learned that ThinkGeek. And if you go through our affiliate link, go.tagjag.com/thinkgeek, they've got 50% off 50 pretty geeky products today, including hoodies, like Star Trek hoodies. So Cassie Lowe, if you're listening, if you don't have a Star Trek hoodie, 50% off ThinkGeek. Use our link. We get the credit. It's awesome. Doesn't cost you any more. Doesn't cost us anything. And you support the community that way. The link is in this video description, as well as links to just about everything else. By way of one of our supernomies, Earle Greene, it is now legal to make backups of movies, ebooks, and music in the UK. I didn't realize that would be illegal, but I suppose if you're making a copy, even for personal use, some media companies would be upset about this. To me, it just seems mildly antiquated. I just cannot believe that we're still mired in an ecosystem that believes or is built upon the model, the premise, this outmoded way of thinking and operating, that control actually exists. Like, give you the scenario. I want to watch Star Wars. How do I watch Star Wars? Well, right now I gotta go downstairs and get it on disc, because it's not really available digitally, right? Or let's say I want to watch a cartoon. And in order to watch that cartoon, I gotta make sure it's recorded on a DVR. Or let's say I buy an album. All right, this may be relevant to you. I buy an album, and I've done this before, like Weird Al Yankovic album. I had in 3D, I lost it, bought it again. Well, I bought Weird Al Yankovic in 3D on cassette tape, and then on CD. I purchased a digital copy. I've purchased the same album like 4 or 5 times, which really, honestly, okay, that was a bad example, because I love supporting Weird Al. I'd give him even more money. I really would. All Weird Al has to do is say, I got a new product. And I'm like, oh, really? How much? Like that's, imagine me Fry. You know, I'm Fry, you know, like where he does the whole meme thing, like, shut up and take my money. That's how I feel with Weird Al. Okay, bad example. But let's say you got content that you want to get to. Why do you have to keep buying it over and over again, depending on how you access that content? It's just crazy to me. It's just, really? It boggles the mind. I don't understand. What does it matter how you watch it? It's like I got an app. I was thrilled to death this weekend because I was able to watch the premiere of Star Wars Rebels on Disney XD and enjoyed it. I love Star Wars Rebels already. There are certain elements that I latched onto right away. Very rarely can a cartoon get me to laugh out loud, and it did, and it was Star Wars, and it wasn't cheesy, it just worked. I enjoyed Rebels a lot, but I had to go through an app, right? And it was easy enough, but I'm thinking, like, as I'm going through the app, is it really going to work the way I need it to work? Like over AirPlay, because I love AirPlay. You know, I can basically, you know, instead of watching on this tiny screen, I can watch it on a big screen. Well, there's some apps that even though you've got access to the content, it will not mirror the content you're watching on this screen onto the bigger screen because of some stupid decision. Really stupid. Because it's okay to watch it on this screen, but not on that screen. They're both your screens, and you've apparently got access to the content in some way, some legal fashion. I do not understand. It boggles the mind. Wow. Seriously. We still live in a world where you buy access to content that you can't watch everywhere. Even though you bought access to it, you can only access it on certain devices. That was a really bad movie guy voice there. In a world. I can do the silly one. In a world where you buy access to content, but you can't watch it wherever you want to watch it even though you bought access to it, comes this crazy guy. Now imagine that, right? Imagine YouTube. You're watching this content, but you can only watch this content on the screen you're watching. If you try to switch over to another screen, no. Can't happen. Nope. Don't want you on watching me on another screen. I think these media companies would be better served by taking the approach of, you just want people to watch what you have in the first place. Or listen. You can't really watch a song unless you're watching a music video, which I never really got into. I never understood the fascination. Everyone was like enamored with MTV. I'm like, unless it was a Weird Al Yankovic video, I loved those because they were funny. Other videos were like, except for Take On Me. Take me on. That was creative. Everything else was kind of like, hey, we just got a VHS camera. Let's see what we can do with it. Back in the day. Anyway, I would hope at some point in the future this is not an... Why is this even a question? Why? Why is this even a thing? I just don't... I do not understand. Explain to me why this is thing. Why you not have right... Once you have access to license the content you bought, why you not have right to do? I do not understand. Now that I've set all the Russian-speaking people in my audience with a horrible accent. Via patron Earle Greene. Yes, baby?
Jenna wants to say hi.
Oh, okay. You look like you're heading out.
Oh, well, I gotta change your diaper.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So
I was a little worried.
Just a quick hello.
Okay. I didn't know this was going to happen. Surprise. Hey, boo. Hi, sweetie. She doesn't like it because I didn't shower. I know,
Yeah.
sweetie. She doesn't like the bright lights that much, I don't think. Hey, baby.
And we gotta change your diaper.
Oh, we need a diaper change. Well, Diana tried. I wasn't expecting this happen.
Tiny. But after she gets a change, she's pretty happy.
Yeah. Do you want to try coming back after that, baby?
Yeah.
You want to try coming back after that?
She's tiny. Oh.
Mommy brought you in here. Daddy did not request it.
Okay.
Yeah, I smell, hon.
You smell
That's the
her?
problem. No, I smell. Me. I smell worse than she does, and she needs a diaper change. What does that tell you? Earle Greene also notes that Google Drive is now offering unlimited and cloud storage to educators and students. Why does my nose keep itching? That's cool. Way to go, Google. That's awesome. That is actually fascinating. And a step in the right direction. Google's trying to get their Chromebooks everywhere, including in education, and that's smart. Even my brother, Ben, his kid, he was asking, well, what should I get the kid? I was like, get him a Chromebook. What is he going to do? He's going to get online, play a couple games, watch YouTube. You don't need anything else. You really don't. Diana's got a MacBook. Slightly older MacBook. It's got a hard drive in it. I probably should upgrade it to SSD. I just don't know how. I don't mess around with hardware in that way. But she uses a Chromebook. It's newer, but it's slower in terms of specs. But because it's SSD, and because most of what she's doing is on the web anyway, a MacBook's overkill. I just flat out honest. A Mac, anything beyond a web browser, for a lot of people is overkill. Google understands this. And with your drive increasingly becoming more part of the cloud, and I'm not saying that the cloud is the end-all be-all, because there are absolutely benefits and drawbacks no matter which approach you take. There may be a perfect solution for you, but the problem is they're not a perfect solution for everybody. And there's always going to be a benefit and a drawback. Always. Always. You can't, there's no way around it. So I'm very, very happy to see this. Google Drive now offering unlimited cloud storage to educators and students. I think it's just a matter of time before it's just unlimited drive for everybody. Honestly, I'm not kidding. I mean, the wars are heating up. You know, what does it matter? You're on Dropbox or Google Drive or this, that, or the other thing. They just want you in their ecosystem. That's what Google's making a play for. So now Microsoft, if they were smart, would say, you know the thing that we used to call, I think we used to call it SkyDrive. Now it's OneDrive. Remember that? Yeah, you use it. Well, we're going to have to make it free because Google's making it free, and we don't want to lose the market that we may have already been losing for a while. That's my impression of Microsoft. It's a horrible impression of Microsoft, by the way. Really, I'm horrible at impressions. Do not watch me for impressions. This is not something you should do. And I know that upsets some people. Some people want me to do impressions, but I just can't. It's not in me. Now, speaking of hardware and the things that I don't do, because I was mentioning Diana needing an upgrade to SSD, the hard drive, blah, 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 blah. Let me dive into this. Yes, little bits. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Unless you're listening to me. In which, if you're listening to me, do not just pay attention to the sound of my voice. Look at the screen. Look at. I even printed it out so I wouldn't forget. Put it on the box. This is Little Bits. You can save $20 off your very first purchase at littlebits.com. Now, if you are a tinkerer, a maker, if you have a child or know someone who has a child, just about any age. I mean, there's certain. I mean, I'm not going to hand this to Jedi right now, but I'll be holding on to it for Jedi certainly when she's ready to use something like this. Pay attention. It's a pretty big deal. Good, if anything, a great gift. Not just handing someone a card. Give them the gift of education. That's fun and geeky. That's what I like. Littlebits.com, code LockerGnome. Here is the official unboxing. Who was it that said I needed a better unboxing utility? I have knives, but they scare. Sharp objects scare me. So I'm just going to use those scissors right now. There we go. Welcome. See, it welcomes me. That's kind of nice. I like being welcomed to my hardware, personally. Welcome to Little Bits. Oh, look at that. Deluxe kit, 30-second quick start. Connect 1. Connect battery and cable to blue module. Easy. 2. Turn it on. Easy. 3. Pink modules, effect modules after them. 4. Green modules, do something. That's kind of neat. I love that. God, that's simple. I wish. Oh, man, I wish I had this when I was a kid. Oh, 9-volt battery. I like the branding. Little Bits. You can get a little bit battery. It's a little bit of battery. There we go. The terminal for it. And these little components. They're cute. Okay, I cannot believe I just described. Can I take that back? Can we undo the live broadcast? Did I just call electronic components? That's not even a word. Not only am I, calling electronic components cute, I'm making up words at the same time. They are. They're adorable. Because they're little bits. Kind of neat. And they all do different things. And so you can create different projects. Oh, this is awesome. I think this is the light cable right here. Look at that. Little Bits. And more components. You're pretty much, at this stage, limited by your imagination. Now, when I was growing up, they had these clunky, electronic kits where you strung one wire to another, and that was fine. Obviously, you need electronics to have the stuff that you do today. In fact, I replaced, okay, there's the second word Chris has made up today. Someone needs to create like a Chris Pirillo dictionary of words that he makes up. I replaced a capacitor in one of these Tix clocks, which they don't sell anymore. Well, they sell capacitors. They just don't sell Tix clocks anymore, to fix it. And it's worked for years after that. So I did a good enough job. I've worked with electronics before. But soldering irons, capacitors, it works, but it takes a different level of skill. This takes skill, but more imagination than skill to put together. And if you do not understand these directions, I don't know what to tell you. And plus, the cool thing is, it looks like you can go by these projects, gives you simple instructions. Hundreds of projects could be done to, oh, cool. Look at this. Stomping shoes. So what this will do is make it such that it shows you the components to use. You put these things together, and you can make light up shoes. That is cool. All right, that's your smile. Take that smile and pass it on. That is cool. Love it. And you know what? I know what you're thinking. Chris, light up shoes. Really? Like, why did I felt something vibrate. Was it the phone? I think something, maybe I felt something vibrate. I don't know what the hell it was. Thank you for passing this along again. Look at that negotiation for you. $20 off your very first purchase, littlebits.com, code LockerGnome. We'll be talking about this for the rest of the week as well. So much fun. Now, speaking of shoes, this is not speaking of shoes. This is speaking of giving these supernomies the credit they deserve. This presentation will be updated in a few more days as everybody's pledges go through. Check your Patreon pledge if you haven't. Make sure it's up to date, and if it's not, drop me a line. We'll try to get things kind of cleared up. So, now, front page tech. I didn't interrupt it. It's John Prosser. He's helping me with the video stuff. Oh, should I wait? I can do this, I think. I can do this at the same time, kind of. I'm unboxing shoes. Hey, I got some shoes. I said shoes. New shoes. Oh, it's got a new shoe smell, too. Is this my size? This looks bigger than my size. Hang on. This. Oh, that's my size. Okie dokie. Shoes. Don't have laces, so I couldn't necessarily string the light stuff through it, but I got new shoes. And look who's on those new shoes. Take a look. Take a guess. There we go. You know, well, you can't. You can either take a look or take a guess. You can't do both, really, because when you see it, you can't unsee it. Darth Vader shoes. Darth Vader's on the shoe, and I'm going to be putting these shoes on. Hey, I got some new shoes on, and suddenly everything's right. I'm short on money, but long on time. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to sing live on YouTube. It's a dream come true. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Before I get crazy, I might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't I be a singer? Won't you please? Oh, won't you please? Please won't you be a singer? A neighbor singer. Some people think I'm good at that. I can tell you I'm not. I sing because it's fun. I don't sing because I think I'm good. There's a difference between the two. All right, so let me go ahead and show you the shoes over there. Although the problem with Darth Vader shoes is that they're dark, so you can't really see Darth Vader on the shoes themselves. But I don't know if I can bring... Here, let's see. Okay, there we go. I am upside down on Chris's foot, and I can verify that he has not showered today. The scent emanating from his entire body is, well, he smells like Sith. That's really what he smells like, Sith. I got Darth Vader shoes. They're brand new. Spread the news. Chris Pirillo has Darth Vader shoes. Ah, Chris, I miss you not talking about the things I want you to talk about. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. I'll talk about the things that you want me to talk about when you're me. And I'm you, but I'm not. So I can only talk about the things I want to talk about. And this is what I want to talk about right now. This is what I want to show off. And I'm happy. I got Darth Vader shoes. And a Mario cap. And a Magneto hoodie. Whee! Snap! This is a new app from Groupon. I tried it. The idea is that you use this app to scan... Oh, hang on. You scan your store receipt if you bought certain things, and they will actually give you money back. That's genius. In fact, I don't talk about stores all that often, but Walmart's made this move too, and I wish... I can't believe I'm about to say this. I wish I could shop at Walmart. I can't. I mean, we really don't have one anywhere near us. So I would love that because they've got something where you take a picture of the receipt from a store, and if there's a price in your local area that's lower, they will give you a refund and a gift card. Genius. Why don't all stores operate that way? Because right now it's a pain in the neck. And they like that. Stores like that. There are grocery store managers who are like, I believe, literally, not figuratively, literally sitting in their office above produce going, we've made it so difficult. They will not save money. They're not going to do comparison shopping. They're wringing their hands, which is not unlike the ringing in my ears. I'm hot. All right, let me go ahead and I'm stripping. That's right. I'm already breaking barriers here. Oh my God, so much better. So much better. There we go. Human circuitry from a conference that I no longer run. You know what? There's a possibility. What if some people will wonder, could you bring back Gnome Decks? I'm like, it's possible to do it in a crowdfunded way. What if I just like Indiegogo'd it, the classic Gnome Decks conference, and give it a go? I don't know. Moving on. Already talked about the Rebels. Loved the premiere. Awesome. Google has revealed the physical web, a project to make the Internet of Things interaction appless. So I'm talking about grocery stores, scanning receipts, apps like Groupon Snap. The problem is that's invasive, and it's a pain in the neck. And the more invasive a process is, the less likely people are going to do anything with it. So the idea of what Google has in the physical web is you walk up to a bus stop, and it will tell you, without necessarily any kind of app installation, like what's going on when the next bus is arriving. It's just smart enough to gain context to the world around it without requiring an app. So Google's smartifying the world this way. And to me, that project's very exciting, because that is the application of technology when it's useful. It's not just, you can download the latest map. No, I just want to know. Why? I just want to. When's that? Why do I have to ask? Why do I need an app to tell me when the next bus is going to be here? Why can't you tell me, Mr. Bus Stop or Miss? We don't really attribute genders to bus stops, do we? I don't really know. I'm not sure. I'm not up on the gender of bus stops. I did not mean to offend any female bus stops out there or male bus stops. I'm fine. Either way, just you're an it. You're just a stop to me. That's it. That's all you can be, and I'm fine with that. That's all I need you to be. I don't think I addressed the bus stop demographic for this video, so I'm not even sure if any bus stops are watching this video. If you are, I really feel bad, and I would like to apologize. Did not mean to offend. Sometimes I mean to offend. No, I never mean to offend it. It just always happens. Epigenetics is a thing that not everybody believes in, but this is fascinating. This is part of science is just allowing us to explore parts of ourselves that we didn't know existed. Epigenetics. How memories can be genetically passed down through the generations. Now you can start to understand why not everybody believes in this. So, that the theory of past lives. Now, for some people, that's truth. For me, it's a theory because I can't prove it. I can't disprove it. It's a theory. Sound theory. Who am I to say it doesn't exist? I don't think it's existed in me, but that feeling of deja vu or past lives, this could be a part of it. I'm fully willing and able to entertain that as an idea, as a concept, that there are parts of our lives or our existence that aren't tied to DNA, that are a part of us that we just cannot explain. It's fascinating. To me, it's absolutely fascinating. Epigenetics. Just found out about it this weekend. How memories can be genetically passed down through the generations. Memories. Well, if you think about it, where do instincts come from? Think about that. Where do they come from? How does your body know to do something? How does your mind know to do something? How? You were programmed. How were you programmed? Where did it come from? What is the instinct? Where did it come from? Could it be the same place? Who knows? Survival. Just saying. It could come from the same place. It's a radical leap for some, but for me, it's a leap in logic, yeah, but I'm just feeling that way right now. It's really what I feel. Max 3099 asks, how do you tell the difference between male and female? I'm not going to get into that. Epigenetics is really, that's about as far as I think I can push the boundaries of of sanity today. Here's an interesting one. Oh no, I already talked about that last week. The old UK phone booths turning into solar charging stations for mobile devices. I'm a little concerned about that, if only because of USB kind of being compromised, or potentially compromised, and I went into that last week, so I'm not going to dive into it again. Before you buy a used iOS device and you have a control over it, Apple set up iCloud.com/activation lock. You can go there, check the IMEI number or the serial of the device, the iOS device, and it will let you know whether it was stolen or unclaimed altogether. Genius. I'm glad Apple's gone this far, because a lot of people buy used phones and used iPads and iOS devices secondhand. I'm inclined to believe that the people who do it the way that this is being designed to circumvent, or at least make you aware that this device may be stolen. This device, I guarantee, was not stolen. I've got the bill of sale. I've got the receipt. The people who are going the path of buying a used device on Craigslist probably realize that the device they're buying may not necessarily be legit. And I'm not singling out Craigslist as the only place that this happens. It can happen anywhere. But I'm guessing that, get the new iPhone 6 for $100. You kind of have to wonder what's going on there. Just a bit. And if you don't think twice, well, then you might want to think twice next time. But there you go. iCloud.com/activation lock. When I looked the other day, the design was a little wonky. Like, they didn't flesh it out all the way. I mean, it works functionally, but it's kind of wonky. Like, the registration between the iCloud menu, the menu didn't work, and then the registration, or it was uneven. Like, the Find My iPhone was uneven from and then the other side was a little wonky too. So Apple didn't do a very good job. They kind of slopped it together, it feels like. I mean, functionally it works, but it's a little sloppy. Apple's, I told you guys and gals that Apple is just slipping on quality control, and I'm like, oh, quality control. Oh, I remember when you were a thing. I used to love you. I still love you, as a matter of fact. I appreciate you when I see you, but it's pretty obvious when you're not there. Oh, quality control. The one thing this world does not have enough of. You feel me? You should. You should. Not physically, though. I don't want anybody rubbing on me. That's weird. Apple, and we'll wind down from here. Apple reportedly set to hold, and by the way, Max 3099 is clarifying. He's asking about bus stops. He knows, I assume, we all know the difference between males and females. Apple is reportedly set to hold an iPad, iMac, Yosemite event, // event, no slasher. This is not a slasher thing. I'm just / iPad / iMac / Yosemite event on October 16th at Town Hall. So, when's Yosemite coming out? When's the new iPad going to be announced? New iMac? Potentially in a few days. About 10 days from now, when I look at the date that's no longer on the screen. 10 days. Right there. Looking forward to it. I am, at least. I don't know if anybody else is, but what else am I going to do on the 16th? If I do not have an Apple event once a quarter, at least once a quarter, I feel like I feel normal. It's not a good feeling. So, not to be confused with queso. So I'm going to go shower now and shut the live stream off. I got to do my Q&A with you and me, the live Q&A with you and me in this channel. Answer a question every day. I'm answering questions. This is what I do for a living. What do you do? I answer questions. Hey, Chris, what's your opinion? My opinion is this. I hate your opinion. You asked me for my opinion. Yeah, but your opinion needs to be my opinion. And if it's not my opinion, then why did I ask you your opinion and then get mad at you for your opinion? I don't know, Internet. Why? So, I'm going to answer the question today. I do 5 of those videos every week. One of them is for everybody, and 4 of them are exclusive to the Supernomies. So, we got almost 100 exclusive videos for the Supernomies. You can become a Supernomie right now. Just don't lie about it, please. I don't like liars. I really don't. Be genuine. Don't lie. The question today is, as I flip back here... Do you need to attend college to learn computers? That is a fantastic question. Do you need to attend college to learn computers? I got an answer to that question. It'll be addressed in a separate video, which you can watch right after this video, if you haven't already watched the vlog or anything else we've done. And if you didn't like anything, you know, the good news is I'm not the only person putting things out there today. That's right, I'm not the only one putting out. Thank you for remembering to like, share, comment, subscribe. Appreciate. Watch even more of our videos right now. You probably do a better De Niro impression than I do. So, at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices.